are going to be doing step 2 of making your bike a track-only bike. So the first step, we took out the catalytic converter out of the exhaust. So that way it kind of is basically like a racing exhaust, but you don't have to pay $1,500 for an Akrapovic or SC project. And then the second part, because now that's pretty much like smooth bore or whatever, we're gonna need to flash the ECU. So this is gonna be me taking out the ECU. I watched exactly 2 YouTube videos. I think dog name is like Lorenzo Domingo and Simple Simon. Those are the only 2 videos I watched. Simple Simon was like how to replace the air filter. So he did this whole process, and then Simple Domingo, or Lorenzo Domingo, was like, we taking out the ECU. So basically, the ECU is underneath the gas tank. I double checked with the dealership, and I was like, yo, where is it? They was like, yeah, it should be underneath the tank. So I watched the 2 videos to verify, that it was underneath there. And I checked with the dealership. They made it seem super easy, but you know how YouTube videos go. So this is literally the 2 things they use. They use a 10 mil for the bolts, and then they used a 4 millimeter. So I'm gonna try not to edit this, so it's like one big thing, so y'all get to see all the steps. One thing I learned while working on cars is if you're gonna take out the ECU or whatever, you gotta make sure that the battery's off or the battery is disconnected and there's no power getting to the ECU. I winterized this. Basically, I just unhooked the battery and filled up the gas tank all the way to the top, which is a problem. I'll show you why. Make sure it's still recording. All right, cool. So this was disconnected like last October or whatever. I'll just show y'all. It's literally, it should be no power going to the ECU. I don't know if the same rules apply for cars, but I think it was like, you gotta wait 30 minutes or 3 hours or something like that after the battery's disconnected to make sure that there's no power going to the ECU. So before I started this, I disconnected the battery from the bike, and what was I gonna say? Oh, and the second thing I was gonna say is when I put this up, a guy told me that I should fill up my tank all the way up with gas, so when it get cold, there's not a bunch of water being trapped in there and it fuck up your whole fuel, whatever. I don't remember exactly what he said. So this thing is filled all the way to the top. Hopefully that popped up. It's filled all the way to the top, which is a problem because I'm gonna have to lift and move this tank out the way. And the second problem is, since I did the exhaust video, it's been like slowly leaking gas, and I honestly don't know why. So it's like dripping onto the swing arm and then falling off, which is weird because the wheat pole is a little further up. So I don't know. We're gonna start on that shit. So first things first, we're gonna try to empty this tank. So I got a siphon off of Amazon. I think this was like $10. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hopefully this work. It ain't had no instructions. You feel me? Yeah, say press this twice to prime. All right. It's flowing. Now, of course, you could probably do this with, you know, your mouth the old-fashioned way. I'm not fucking putting gas in my mouth. So we're gonna do it this way. All right, came out. That's what she said. Unfortunately. Small PP gang? No, I'm joking. All right, so that actually took a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take. Cause the gas tank isn't like straight down, so I can't get all of it. So it's still some in there. Hopefully it's not too much. I mean, I'm not weak, but I just don't like working harder than I have to. All right, let's hop to it. So I do have a impact drill, but they didn't, Simple Simon didn't use it until he got to the bolts. I don't exactly know why, because I feel like if you're taking them off, you can probably use the impact, but just gotta be careful taking them on. But I'm just gonna assume it's so that they can kind of feel like the torque of everything, more or less. So they did this, oh shit, they did this one up here first. These are not tight at all. Well, not like they were loose, but you should be able to get these fairly easily. If you're gonna do something like this, stay organized is my best guess. Not guess, but is my advice to you. These all, when I was watching the video, these all look the same. So these all seem like the same size and stuff. So I don't think there's too much pressure as far as like keeping these separated, but just stay organized. Make sure there's an angle. That's Gucci. I don't know what I'm worried about. I got this on super view. I might get the impact on this bitch. I don't know if I got the time for all this. Oh, so this one is longer. Okay. Because the models are a little bit different. So I'm like, trying to figure out which pieces were which. So I don't think this was a whole piece on their videos. You know what? This shit is gonna take all day. I think I might grab my impact actually. Just like be careful with the bolts. It's not that I'm impatient. I just have other stuff to do today. I just want to push tabs. We got to push in on it. We're going to disengage it. Nope, never mind. I'm bullshit. Because this front fender is attached up here to a bolt, which is 5 millimeters. Yeah, but it's this bolt right here. Ah, okay. So I had to lift and pull back, and then this came undone. There's this little pin piece here that won't come out. There it is. I know I wasn't fucking spazzing. See, yeah, there's electronics in here. My guess is that's some kind of air sensor. Because it sit at the front like this. So I'm assuming that's some kind of air sensor. Yeah, I know I wasn't fucking spazzing. I have done those before. You gotta push So on that pin, there's like a little, we're gonna call it a nipple. It's an areola, it's a nipple. You're supposed to push in the nipple and then it'll disengage the pin. So yeah, it should only be about 20 minutes. Every fucking mechanic know when you start talking about times and shit, it take longer than you think it's gonna take. I'm fine. It's not like I got like a shit ton to do today. I just needed to study a little bit. I got a couple exams coming up next week, but it's all good. I allotted this day for like one subject, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do two, and you know, blah, blah, blah. So it's all good though, it's whatever. Ooh. Gang, 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 gang. I forgot the first rule to motherfucking take a shit apart. Take pictures. I got half, god damn it. Take pictures, take pictures, take pictures. All right, let me. Take pictures before you start and take pictures as you go. That way you have a point of reference. I mean, I guess I'm recording, but still. Take pictures, take pictures. This washer ain't trying to come with this little bolt. Bring your ass. So yeah, don't do what I did. Take pictures before you start, or at least like have this video up while you're doing it, so you got a point of reference. Give me that washer. It's a little plastic washer on here. It's not trying to come off. Come with it. Try to keep these pieces together. Oh, I wonder why that one didn't have a washer. So it seems like the shorter ones. Let me see. I had some Snoop Dogg cereal. I think it's called like Cinnamon Toasties or some shit like that. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Come on, bitch. Come on. I had some, they call it, I forget what they call it. There you go. But the exact flavor I had was like Cinnamon Toasties. It's supposed to be like a spinoff of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. To be honest, I think them bitches better than Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So, you know, Uncle Snoop watching, I fix with it. Push the nipple in. Boom, you're gonna hear a nice little click. So you know you can, come here, bitch. Oops. That's it. Just lift up, pull back, right? Is that what I said? Yep. Oops. That was a washer. It was black, so I didn't see it. Oh no, it wasn't a washer. What the hell is this? Oh, it's the nipple thing. So yeah, it didn't come out the other one. Did it? Just want to pay attention? No, it came with it. So this is the part of working on this stuff that irritates me, because nothing really goes as planned. All right, so this is here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was there. So there was no electronics on this side, but it was on the left side. Guess that's how you fill up your coolant. God, I would not want to do this again. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. You got big PP. I'm pretty sure that's what it said, you know. This right here, this right there. And I'm not listening to music. These are really loose. Come on, bitch. I'm not listening to music because I thought this would be like super quick, but it's already gonna be over like 30 minutes because I had to do the gas thing alone. So maybe I'll just like cut the gas part out. I've heard you can replace these with like carbon fiber. You can get them from somewhere. But to be honest, I don't think the support is there for Z900s like it is for other motorcycles. So I don't know. I went to the dealership the other day and they was like, yeah, naked bikes on the up and up. And I was like, yeah. So maybe we'll start getting some like some nice fairings and stuff on our bikes. Some nice fairings would be cool. I thought about actually wrapping this bad boy. I was talking to my brother about it. I was like, yeah, man, we can wrap these fucking pieces. Now that I'm doing this, that, I don't know. Maybe if the channel start like getting like super big, and I start getting bored and I'm like, oh, what else can I do to the bike? I'll probably do it, but I really want to get my drill and do this. Okay, so the fairings are all good. Now, next in the video, this is what they did. So this is a bracket. We have to, let me make sure. This is a bracket. We have to take this bracket off because there's 4 bolts holding this tank on. It's the 2 right here. Boom, boom. Those should be 10s. And it's 2 bolts underneath the bracket. Once I do that, I should be able to lift the tank up and get to the ECU. So with this, it's like a weird little combination. That's what it looked like. It's on both sides. It's still 4. Now this, I didn't see a single person take this off. I think it ended up like coming off at some point in time. I didn't see anybody take this off. They kind of just peeled this back to get to the bolts that are underneath there. I am gonna have to find a better place to put those. Because when I send it off, it's probably gonna be a few days. Because I plan on doing a rush order. Because honestly, I really don't like having stuff in pieces for this long. Because then when it's a long time, you end up forgetting how stuff goes together. And I mean, again, I guess I have video evidence, but still. I'd rather not be waiting multiple weeks. So, oh, and then it's those bolts right there. I forgot to tell y'all, I am gonna be sending this ECU off to Moore Mafia. Did something just fall? I swear to fucking God, if something just fell. Okay, no. All right, so those weren't super tight. Yeah, I'm planning on sending my ECU to Moore Mafia because he do this whole thing. It's like, you got pops and bangs, and I want this Z900. Currently, what I'm going for is a loud build. And then go from there. Like the CRT SC Project slip on, go hard. But he do pops and bangs. I know when you flash, like the pops and stuff, I think they go away. I feel gas. I think they go away, and I would rather keep those. I know some people are like, oh, it's obnoxious, blah, blah, blah. You ever heard of ride your own ride? My motto is mind your fucking business. If I want this bitch loud, I'm gonna get it loud. Cause I think these washers come off, yeah. Bitch, you better not fall in there. Cause yeah, I think it'll be better. So these look a little bit different, but it just goes on like that. Cause I feel like it'll be a lot easier to get it as loud as you want it, and then kind of go from there, like taper down, versus like, oh, let me add a little bit here. Oh, let me add a little bit here. And nah, we're gonna crank this bitch to 100, and then see if we like it there, and then we're gonna go to a 75. But yeah, this is that's what I'm gonna go with. I've seen this whole pops and bangs thing. I'm hoping that it makes Angelina shoot fire. I think that'd be super dope. There it is. Yep. Bracket just comes off like that. The rubber ends were towards the tank. All right, bet. My guess, vibration dampeners. Those were a little tight, but nothing He-Man can't handle. Put that in the pocket. And these aren't really expensive tools. I want to say I got these from like Sam's Club. Like it came with a whole little toolbox over there. It's got pretty much the essentials. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. So those aren't like snap-on tools. Oh, there's washers on these, black washers. I feel like I said black weird. Come on, bro. Let me put this in my pocket. Come on, cuz. Come on, homie. I just fucking hope I'm able to put this shit back together. It doesn't seem complicated, but you know, it happens and blah, blah, blah. Oh, so these are super long. These are way longer than the, oh, I didn't even take them off yet. Captain Dumb here. I thought I already took those off. I was about to lift up on this tank, start breaking shit. They said, oh, it's a nice notch here. It allows you to easily put your tool in there. Like hell. That one was tighter than the other one for some reason. Put that in there. You don't want to, like I said, these cheap tools, I don't want to fuck up the ratcheting mechanism on them bitches. So this one has the same weird washer that was on the bracket that don't want to come off. Come on, cuz. Uh-oh. That started sliding off. So I think, you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So these are the same length as the ones up front. So you can probably get them confused and it wouldn't cause too much of a problem. What I'm really worried about is them little keeping the fender on. And granted, you could probably try this without them, but you know what I'm saying? I think this bolt here is what's keeping them on there. I was right. Go on, take me to Vegas. don't take it off. I'm gonna just put this back. Wow. Yes, it did. So right now, it's pivoting right here. Like this is all up. It seems to just be pivoting there. And I don't want to take this off and then have to take this off. But the person who told me to work on vehicles, taught me to work on vehicles, said if it's in your way, move it. That way you don't break anything. So that's what I'm gonna tell you. If it's in the way, move it. Unfortunately, I'm taking this out in more pieces than I wanted to. And bolt right up underneath there. They hid it. So now I'm gonna have to take off more than I had originally wanted to. Cause fucking why not? Let's play hide the goddamn bolt. I fucking hate engineers. What I would normally do when I'm working on a car, everything I'm taking off, I would have like a baggie and then I'd write the name on it. But I didn't think that far ahead because I didn't think this would take so much fucking effort. I just fucking assumed that it was gonna be a 1-for-1 scale, but they made this more complicated than it needed to be. So I'm not gonna say you Kawasaki because you know you make good bikes, but I want to talk to your fucking engineers. Me and you, no one else around, gonna beat your ass. Yeah, the boat is. Come on, G. What you doing? Already went over this. Don't do me like this. Come on, man. I know it's back there. What is it? What do I have to do? I have to. Come on, man. Let me in. Let me in. You know what? I think it was. I have to take something else off. Another sacrifice. See, how does this one just pop off? Oh wait, no, the other one did that too. I'm tripping. All right. All right, I'm just gonna. Oh my God. Does the other one do this? God fucking. I thought it was attached to this shit. Ah, son of a bitch. Yeah, might as well move this all the way out the way then. How many pieces this is in right now? Do not want it this many pieces. I'm not super confident in my memory banks. All right. Okay. That should be it. Now I should be able to just lift this fucking tank. They just had to make it more complicated, bro. I'm telling you, they was done like 30 minutes, man. And there is the ECU. It's the bottom piece right there. I don't want to move this around too much. because these lines are still attached. And I don't want to take off the lines because there's still fuel in here, and I don't want to have to deal with fuel spilling everywhere. So, got some spare wood right here. Maybe I can jimmy this in somewhere. And this is the ECU. Give it here. Give it here. All right, so there's nothing really attaching it on there. Then all I have to do, so old boy said not to take this off, just take the bottom one off. This looks like one of them things where I gotta, actually, that rubber strong on that boy. Be very careful with this, because I looked it up, because I like to know what I'm getting myself into. These ECUs are $1,200. So I probably should have said that before y'all got all deep into this, but these are $1,200. There's a little thing here, you gotta push that in, and then you have to flip the little lever up. I assume it's the same on the other one. If I can get there. All right, so it's two of them. They're color coded, gray to gray, black to black. There's a tab here on each one of them. You have to push in and then pull the lever crunk over that bad boy. You gonna give me this shit. So this is the ECU. So I have my ECU back from Moore Mafia. I'm gonna put it on there, follow the I'm probably gonna follow the instructions before I like put everything officially back together to make sure, you know, it all starts as copacetic and whatnot. But yeah, let's put Angelina back together. Other stuff they need to be doing. So put the Moore Mafia tag on there, so I can't just like wait. It's in my pocket while I move the tank. I feel like, hang on, double check. I gotta make sure it's on there. Cause I feel like I kind of just like closed it. All right, so no pins busted, all right. Okay, so yeah, that's what I did was I kind of just like closed the latch. But I didn't know if you just like pushed it in there, it would close on its own. Okay, so that's in there now. I'm not, she literally just like sits just like that. I'm literally not taking the tank off because I have gas in here. I just want to make sure it's not leaking everywhere because it's fucking gas. Yeah, let me bolt the tank on, and then I have to rehook the battery up because I unhooked the battery a couple months ago when I like stored the bike. So here's what I want to do. I want to have the O2 sensor where it normally is, boom bow, and then I just want to unhook and then zip tie the other end. So I followed it, and the O2 sensor is gonna be the top plug right behind the airbox. So back of the airbox, rub your hand down, it's this first top plug right here. So if you slide it towards the left of the bike, it comes undone, which is cool. There's this little lip here. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but there's a little lip here, tab. You just have to push it up, and then you can like pull out the male end of the O2 sensor. I was talking to a guy at the dealership, and he said that I should pack this full of dielectric grease, and then wrap it in electric wire to make sure that no corrosion or whatever gets in there. So I'm gonna do that with that end, pack it with dielectric grease, and then I'm going to wrap it to close it up. All right, I ended up doing a male and female. So that way there's no like signals or whatever I don't know. I just don't want to take this back apart. So figure better safe than sorry. So I did the male and female connector. You don't really need to zip tie this out of the way because inside it had this little like C-clip that you kind of just push it into that was already holding it in place. So I'm just gonna pop it in there, rebolt down the tank for the third time, and then we can start her up. I'm assuming that maybe these have torque specs, but 3 Ugga-Duggas should do it. Yep. That baby's going nowhere. Okay. Turn on the key for 10 seconds. Put that back. Just once she's hooked up, once it proves that it's alive, the season is Gucci. All right, turn the key on for 10 seconds. Turn the key off for 10 seconds. Start your motorcycle and let it idle. Wait 10 seconds. And then after that, your motorcycle is ready to go. All right, we should be ready to go. Eesh. All right, so there was no check engine light. I didn't hear any exhaust leakage, either from the heads or anywhere else. So I think she's sealed up tight. I guess I'm gonna just put everything together. She sounds good. Sounds loud because of the CRT exhaust. I forgot how loud this bike was. Golly. But yeah, the next video is gonna be me doing a ride. Well, after this, after I put it all together, the next video I'm going to do is probably gonna be riding around or something like that. But yeah, let's get her put back together. I can't believe I struggled so much. But yeah, question of the video: do you think the ECU is going to be worth it, or do you think the upgrades are going to be worth it? It might be a couple videos before I actually ride it, because this was like 3 to 4 videos. So yeah, Q out.
Call me a